I'm Anna Glenn Grove with TennesseeHighSchoolFootball.com, and this is the What's Your Warrior video feature presented by U.S. Army. Now, our warrior this week is actually a group of warriors. So this video goes out to all the Metro Nashville student athletes that had a long wait to play some football. I'm here with Buck Fitzgerald. Now, you played football at Pearl Cone and then you went on to play football at Tennessee.
That's
You've
right.
coached a lot of young athletes. I mean, just how important is competition, and how saddened were you by the news that Metro schools may not have been able to play this season?
It was devastating to hear that these kids might not have the opportunity to compete and do what they love, and also further their future opportunities through football, and they've put in so much work. And so football meant a lot, obviously, to me, and earning a college scholarship and being able to play college football and setting myself up for a professional career outside of football. And I just want that for these young men. They deserve that opportunity. They've worked for it.
And you were pretty vocal about your concerns and about how you felt about it. Just how
That's
did
right.
those conversations go with other people?
Well, I think that everyone felt for the young men, and everyone wanted to find a solution for them to find a way to get back to competition. And so it was very overwhelming, the support for the young men. And so, that's the reaction, and I'm just glad that Metro and the coaches were able to come to an agreement and a solution to get these young men and young women back on the field of play.
Can you kind of talk about the mission of the National Playmakers Academy and where this idea came from?
Right. So a little over 10 years ago, myself and like-minded individuals wanted to find an opportunity to help young men with the opportunities to go to college through training them in football development, and making sure that they worked to earn the things that they will receive by way of a college scholarship, and then helping set themselves up for the next 40 years of their life. And so it's grown over the years. We're over 20 past and present NFL players, over 600 college football scholarship signees. And so we're very happy with the success, all the great coaches and all the great young men that have been through our program.
So what is it like to work alongside such a talented group of young men at the age they're at and where they're going?
Right, it's impressive. I mean, it's really something that I look forward to every day, making sure that these young men are doing what they need to do to put themselves in a great situation. These young men are talented. A lot of them are great scholars, doing what it takes to compete in the classroom, and that's what we ask of them, working to become the best football player and athlete they can become, being the best student in the classroom, competing, getting over a 3.5 GPA is the standard for our young men, and then being the best young man that they can be, carrying themselves and representing their school, representing their family, and representing our organization in the right way, and making us all proud.
Well, thank you so much, Buck, and thanks for everything that you do.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm here with Casey Beard at Cane Ridge. Now, what was it like getting that first FBS offer from Kentucky? Do you remember where you were and kind of how that went down?
Man, I remember it like it was yesterday. He came and talked to me in the gym. He came and talked to me in Tyrod, and I went to go take a test in class after, and Coach Woods pulled me out. He was like, "Can you call your parents?" I'm like, "Oh, did I get in trouble? Like, what happened?" And then he was like, "I want you to be the first to tell them you just got an offer from Kentucky." I forgot where I was. I almost walked out to school. Everybody, once they found out, like, it was like a whole mob in the hallway. Everybody rushed me. Everybody gave me a hug. So it was pretty special. And we had a game that day. It was a pretty special day.
How would you say the National Playmakers Academy has kind of gotten you to where you are today?
Oh, tremendously. I wouldn't be where I am or who I am without NPA, without Ball Hawk. I just been winging it the past few years, going off what I've known. But Vic and Buck and Coach Lowe, Coach Jock, they've all taught me lots of technique and everything to help me be better and try and beat out my opponent.
Your first game's on Friday.
Yes.
What unfinished business is left for
Man.
Cane Ridge this season?
Man, Ravenwoods they put us out the last 2 years in the second round. Last image in my head is me getting scored on against Ravenwood, so I couldn't I was fighting for us to play because I couldn't just let that be the last image I had in my head of playing high school football. I have to go out there. We have to get revenge. So no matter what happens, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna shock everybody. No matter what seed we are, no matter where we are in the playoffs, we're gonna shock everybody.
With everything up in the air leading up until now, how exciting was it to get the news that you were going to play your senior year?
Oh man, it was great. I was kind of you could ask my teammates. I was down. They said we couldn't play. I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just isolated. I was by myself. But they told me to keep my head up and come to practice every day with a positive attitude, and that's what I did. And God made a way, and thank Him that we're having a season.
Well, thanks so much, Casey. Best of luck this year.
No problem. Thank you.
I'm here with Michael Diata. Now, Michael, just how excited were you when you got the news you were going to be able to play your senior year?
Man, I was ecstatic. I was really happy. Like, when I heard the news, I ran to my mom. I hugged her, and I was just telling her how happy I was because I really need the season because some of us we need more offers and stuff like that. So college coaches, they want to see our senior film and stuff like that. Junior film might be good, but they really look for that senior film. So I was just excited and happy to get that opportunity to get that film.
What do you think is the biggest lesson you've learned or maybe taken away from the National Playmakers Academy?
Biggest lesson, just perseverance, coming every day, coming every Sunday, getting better, because it's a process, it's not how good you are right now, it's how good you can develop into being a good player. So just perseverance coming every time. You might have bad days, you might have good days, but they really taught me to come every day, work hard, and you'll just get better.
What is it like being surrounded by the talent that you are at MPA?
It's great because you get to work against great guys, 4-star, 5-star guys. Guys who are going to college, Power 5 colleges. You get to get better, get experience. One-on-one reps. You get to work with them. They got great coaches over there. Coach Grimes at Ravenwood High School. Coach Perry too. They teach us really good stuff and technique that we could use on the field someday.
It's your senior year. What are you looking to improve in the most this season?
The season, just playing hard every down. Getting out there, not letting getting tired because I play both ways. So not letting tiredness get the advantage of me. Persevering and just playing hard every down.
Thanks so much, Mike. Best of luck this year.
All right, thank you.
As I said, this video goes out to a group of Warriors and the Metro Nashville football players who had the long-anticipated wait to play their football season. I'm Anna Glenn Grove with TennesseeHighSchoolFootball.com.